My name is Joshua Whitehead, and I'm the owner and founder of Rivet Events, and Rivet Events exists to make memories last forever. We had an unbelievable engagement. It was short, it was 5 months, but I remember so much of the process. We got engaged on New Year's, and I remember all the planning that went into the engagement. My wife Brooke, she's a big Disney fan, and so I remember I planned Beauty and the Beast music in the background as I proposed to her. We invited all of our friends and family to that night just to celebrate and be a part of the experience. During the season in life, there's so much planning that goes into it, and making sure these moments really are really special. And so I remember days leading up to our wedding, just feeling a little nervous about being super stressed out on the day of our wedding. You know, something's gonna come up, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna be able to take care of it? You know, if something happens, just all these what ifs that come into play with big events all the time, money that everyone's invested, all of our friends and family are part of this, and just wanting to be really special, not just for me and Brooke, but for all the guests that were there too. We had an unbelievable wedding team. It was a group of friends and family that knew us really well, and that we had known for a while and trusted with our wedding experience. Before Rivet Events ever started, we had the DJ was a friend of mine that had DJ'd with me. Our videographer was a really good friend of mine, and our photographer was my sister-in-law. And we had a wedding team that we trusted, and everything just was going so smoothly on the day of the wedding. And I remember feeling so relieved, and that I finally started to enjoy this process. Everything came together, and I was having so much fun. And the funny thing is 2 years later, we actually started Rivet Events. When I started Rivet Events, it was the same wedding team that did my wedding. After my wedding, over the next 2 years before we started Rivet Events, I remember going and being part of weddings and being part of events, and remember wanting people to feel the same way that I felt on my wedding day, that they were valued, that they were cared about, and that their memories were really important to them. I felt that way at really great weddings when I saw what that experience looks like, and weddings that were not so good, where maybe there were some balls dropped and they didn't feel as valued. And I remember wanting to help them have the better ones, the great ones, the memorable ones. One of the things that excites me the most about the wedding industry is that we get to be part of someone's celebration, one of the most important days of their lives. So everything has to be really special. One of the ways that we make the wedding and entertainment industry better is having a focus on a culture that cares about our clients, our events, consistency, attentiveness, responsibility, and excellence. We started Rivet Events because we saw an opportunity to make the wedding and entertainment industry a better place. We saw a few ways that we could make a really big difference. And those are kind of some of the guiding principles that we started Rivet Events on. Things like no more empty dance floors. We believe that no one should ever have an empty dance floor, that your moments matter, that your wedding deserves to be memorable, your guests deserve to have fun, and your story deserves to be told. These are some of the guiding principles that we saw when we were looking at ways we can make the wedding and entertainment industry a better place. We offer many different services: DJ, videography, photography, photo booths, and event planning services. And so with our team members, we don't just hire people. Every team member is referred to us. We go off of recommendations first, and then part of our process is to sit down and get to know them and tell them what we're about, what are our expectations, how important weddings are for us, and make sure there's a really good connection there. Make sure that this is something that they're just as passionate about as we are. And so it's not surprising when we're looking at bringing on someone new at Rivet Events for us to have multiple lunches, phone calls, conversations, even bringing them out to an event, to meet the team, to see the experience that we create, to see how much we value experience. One of my favorite stories at Rivet Events is a wedding that we did where we had a DJ and photographer at the wedding. And after the wedding, the videographer at the wedding, who was not part of Rivet Events, reached out to Rivet Events because they wanted to be part of the experience that we were creating, the experience that they saw, the passion from the team members, the excellence that they worked with, the consistency in the experience, and how attentive they were on the wedding day made him believe in making memories last forever and want to be part. One of the things that I've enjoyed as Rivet Events has grown is we've been able to be a part of more weddings, which means we've had more team members and we've been able to see more memories last forever. And my hope as Rivet Events grows is that we get the opportunity to connect with more couples that are maybe a little nervous about this process and maybe a little nervous about the wedding day, that their memories might not last forever, and that we get to create a simple process where they feel really, really comfortable and be able to enjoy the process of having their memories last forever.